it's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to the live watch along between Spain and France in the World Cup semi-final, guys. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, this morning, this evening, wherever you are in the world, guys. It's good to be back on these watch alongs for the World Cup. We're almost at that stage, isn't it? It's almost the end. It's almost the end of another World Cup. We're at the semi-final stage, guys. And this one should be a classic. Hope you're doing well, guys. Please don't forget to smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, lurking in the background, and also put your notifications on in case I go live elsewhere. Of course, guys, absolutely. Big up everyone in the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Let's have a look at the lineup, shall we? Real quickly, let's have a look at this. So basically, let's have a look at the two guys starting off with Spain, España, of course. No, starting off France, excuse me. Starting with France, we've got Maignan in goal, Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba, and Digne. Digne, of course, just signed for PSG, of course. Digne, of course, very talented left back. Always felt that it was wasted at PSG, if you ask me. But I always thought he was wasted, should I say, at Everton, should I say. I've always thought he was wasted at Everton. Now he's gone to PSG. Good signing for them. Upamecano, Saliba, of course, the Arsenal man in the defence. We've got Chouamini back in the side following his illness. And Rabiot is there as all the experienced. Rabiot still in the lineup for France. We've got Dembele, Olise, and Barcola. Of course, Barcola heavily linked with Liverpool this last 2 hours, guys. Very, very strong lineup, I would say. Very strong lineup. And understandably so, the favourites for the World Cup, I would say. So Dembele, Olise, Barcola, and Mbappe is a very, very strong attacking quartet, I should say, guys. Absolutely. In regards to Spain, we move on to Spain. We've got Simon in goal, Cucurella as the left back, Laporte, Kabasi, of course, guys. This guy's come on leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds, this guy's come on. He's been absolutely phenomenal since he's walked into that Barcelona side at the age of 19. And now he's playing regularly for Spain. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Do you know what I mean? Just make a name for yourself. We've got Kabasi, we've got Laporte, Cucurella, Porro, of course, the Tottenham Hotspur right back. I like this player. I think Man United should go after Pedro Porro. I really do like him. I think he's a really good player. I think Man United should make a move for this player. I really do, guys. I really do think that would be brilliant. The captain is Rodri today of Manchester City, of course. We've got Fabian Ruiz of PSG. We've got Lamine Yamal, the superstar, 19-year-old superstar of Barcelona, of course. We got Olmo. Dani Olmo, a 28-year-old experienced attacker, guys from Barcelona as well. We've got Alex Buena, the 24-year-old Atletico, really the player. And as usual, we got Yarzabal up front from Real Sociedad, guys. That is the team lineups. For you, let me just go down to look at the substitutions for both sides. We got Samba, who plays at Rennes. At Rennes, he plays. And we've got Samba there, of course. Let me just go back 1 second at all. Let me just get this back. Yeah. We got Samba. We got Raisa, the goalkeeper. Canati, of course, left Liverpool this summer. We got Hernandez. We got Gusto. We got Lacroix of Crystal Palace. We got Hernandez, of course. Theo Hernandez of Al Hilal. Guys, the other Hernandez, he's basically Lucas Hernandez of PSG, just to let you know. Just to let you know, guys, we've also got Gusto of Chelsea, Lacroix of Crystal Palace, Manu Kone, of course, linked heavily with Manchester United recently on the bench today. Kante, Cherki of Crystal Palace, of Manchester City, should I say, Zaire Emery of PSG, Doué of PSG, Mateta of Crystal Palace, Akliouche, of course, is close to signing for PSG, if I'm not wrong, and we got Kethem Touram on the bench. In regards to Spain, we got Raya of Arsenal. We got Garcia, the goalkeeper. Eric Garcia of Barcelona. Pubel of Barcelona. Lorente. We've got Grimaldo, Gavi of Barcelona. Zubimendi of Arsenal. We've got Marino of Arsenal. Pedri of Barcelona. We've got Pino, Iglesias, Ferran, Williams, and Munoz, the new Liverpool player in that lineup, guys. That's the lineup. Goals with the right to play England or Argentina in the World Cup final, guys. It feels good to say that as an England fan. I'll be honest with you. It does feel good to say, the right to play England or Argentina in a World Cup final. Doesn't that sound good, guys, for England fan, doesn't it? We got a big game tomorrow, of course. But it's this game we're concentrating on today. We're not We're not going to sugarcoat it. Big up, Bobby. Let me just say hello to the legend, Bobby. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Really good to see you, my man. Hope everything is blessed with you, my guy. Hope everything is good with you. And let's pray for a really good game. Let's hope we get an exciting, entertaining game full of goals. A lot of people are saying this is going to be like 4-3. I don't, I mean, I may be wrong, but I don't think there's going to be a goal fest today. I really don't. I think this is going to be a game where, it's going to be kind of cancelling each other out. It's going to be very tactical, a bit like the Belgium game. You remember Belgium against Spain the other day? I think it'll be like one of those games, if I'm being honest with you. I think it'll be like a bit like that, guys, absolutely. But very exciting, of course, and, a very, very big, almost like a final, isn't it, at the end of the day? We got two finals, really, when you think about Argentina, England, and Spain against France. Two very different games for different reasons, of course. Two very big games for different reasons, of course. Obviously, with the Argentina game, everyone's going to think politically. Everyone's going to go on that old chestnut about politics and stuff like that. Not me. And as Tuchel said, it has nothing to do with the players. It's all to do with football at the end of the day. And I agree with that. But obviously, Argentina will be thinking completely something different. They'll be like thinking something completely, more sinister than what England would probably be thinking. And that's what I believe anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because this is what they do anyway. And, sometimes, what you can do, guys, in some football, right? You can get too emotional. You can get too emotional, in football, you need to clear your head. You really need to clear your head. You've got to make sure you're ready for the game. And because the emotion will get to you. It really would. And if you let it get to you, you can lose the game because you won't be focusing primarily on what football is, what the game is. It's just a football game at the end of the day, So yeah, you don't get too emotional in regards to that. Hope you're doing well. Big up Niche, Light, my brother. Big up Marcus. How you doing? South City getting that is over. Niche, what I would say, look, what I would say is that Man City again showing ambition. Man United not showing any type of ambition. I mean, but look, one thing I would say, I wouldn't say we're done. I wouldn't say that. However, they've got the next few years covered. I do think Tillmans will be a good signing for a short-term thing. But in regards to what is going on for the long term, I don't think Man United have a long-term plan. I think we've got a very, very short-term vision in regards to winning games. Man City have got a heck of a midfield. They're already building for the future. I don't want to be hearing anything about Man United and penny pinching and stuff like that anymore because it's there in live and living colour. Man City are just absolutely annihilating the window again, isn't it? And doing business like nobody's business. Not Boadi hasn't signed yet, but Man United are not going to pay 100 million for Boadi. Absolutely not. They're not going to pay that type of money. I really, obviously, Tillman's got unveiled today. I wish him the best of luck. Certainly wasn't on my radar as one of the main signings of the summer. Definitely not. Obviously, I've made my point pretty clear how I think about Ineos. This is nothing to do with the player. I respect the player immensely. He's an incredibly experienced player who's won some things in his career. And I would say that he's an important player, has been an important player. What I think, in my opinion, is that Man United went for him because he's cheap and he had a release clause. And we have to face a reality there, guys. We have to. And, look, we can fix this window. I mean, let's hope that Andre Santos becomes an absolute baller for Man United. And you know what? Is a gem. Because, look, necessary. It doesn't mean necessary because you spend a lot of money, you're going to get the best players. However, it does equate to that generally, doesn't it? It does equate to that, more times than not. You want the best, you've got to pay for the best. And I'm a big fan of Boadi. Of course I am, and always have been. And I mentioned him on the show before. A lot of content creators, I think I was the first to mention him on the show about a year ago and was talking about him. And he was valued about 14 million back then. And surprised we haven't got, surprised we didn't go for him back then. Surprised, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, Yeah, absolutely. Boa Anton, we are done. Let's wait and see. After the sale in the community, how you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing, my friend. Sorry, job has had me working 12 hours a day, but here and ready to watch a good game. Big up, so good to see you, Marky. I'm glad you got the night off or the evening off or the afternoon off to watch the game. Really good to see you, my friend. The legend, of course, which is Marky Mark. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great day and you and your family are doing peace, having peace and doing fine, my good man. Good to see you. How much do you reckon they'll pay now? Not obviously in regards to Bawardi, Lille wanted the team to sign him, then loan him back. They would have done the deal for cheaper if the team were willing to do that. However, Man City won't do that kind of thing. They'll buy him, and that's what they'll do. Man City have already built for the future, and this is what's worrying. Of course, it is. This is what's worrying. Do you think we'll get him, Niche? No, I don't think Man United are going to spend 100 million for anyone. I've already come to the conclusion that Man United are not going to go anywhere near 100 million, in my opinion. Even though we should Niche, I don't think we're going to go anywhere near that kind of money. And that's why we're not going to, look, guys, there's certain players that win you titles. I said it the other day. There's certain players that will get you in the top four. There's two types of players. Players that get you into the top four, players that win you titles. We're getting players that might get us into the top four. Just about. That's what we're going for at the moment. Man City are going for the league. It's pretty evident. They're going for the league. And they are proving that they're going for the league. Big up, Bobby. We need 5 more signings minimum. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. You're the first to talk about him. We should have got him. We should have got him back then for 40 million, Niche. Absolutely, brother. And I'm disappointed how slow we've acted in regards to some of these players. And the same with Johan Manzambi. He's gone to Aston Villa, by the way. These kind of players that we're missing out on, these gems, these stars that are going to be worth a lot of money. Now, Bawardi's already a lot of money. He's going to stay at Man City for many, many years, just like Cherki, just like Anderson. They're going to retire at Man City most likely, and Anderson will probably be there 8 years. Bawardi will probably be there about the same. They're going to be there for a long time, and they've already got their future sorted out. And we've gone short term. We've gone short. Apart from Andre Santos, of course, I rate Andre Santos to see how he does. It's unproven, but look, I'm a big fan of our Bawardi. People know that in this channel. Watch this channel regularly. They know. Do you know what I mean? I'll just say pay the 100 million. I would say the same, Niche, but they won't do that. This is the problem. This is the problem that people think that I wake up every morning and I do Breaking Dawn and, 2,000 people, 3,000 people watch me complaining and moaning, and, at the end of the day, I don't want to do that. I don't, but I have to do that because if I don't do that, then, you know what, we're just going to accept the mediocrity that is going on at the moment. Look, as I said, I support the player with everything, my whole heart. My whole heart supports Yuri Tillmans and Andre Santos. I support them with everything, and I hope that they get good, they become good, and they become Man United legends at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Tillmans might have his Robin van Persie moment. Maybe that happens. You never know. Do you know what I mean? It's not necessarily about the team who spends the most. It's about who buys the most clever in the market, if you know what I mean. And I hope that it does because I just don't trust the ball. We got Nicky. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. They definitely came out of nowhere with that signing. I split on him. Very, very good player. Would have took him 5 years ago. 5 years ago would have been suffice. Yeah. Look, he's a human being. He's a Man United player. He's a good player, as you said. No other team wanted him, but Man United have gone for him, and we support him, as we always say, and we hope he succeeds at Man United. I really do. And it was not. Look, guys, we would be lying to ourselves if we thought that Yuri Tillmans was going to be the player for Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? We would have been lying to ourselves. I mean, I spoke about Andre Santos 3 months ago. I knew that Man United were in for him. I tried to be in denial that Man United weren't going to go in for him and weren't going to do that deal. However, they have. And they don't leak anything, of course. And let me tell you, they do. And basically, the Tillmans deal came about because they realized there was a release clause of 35 million and they had to do it quickly. They wanted to do it quickly before anyone else got there. And that was it. To be honest, guys, we got minute silence here for the good, obviously, guys, for Adams, of course, who passed away sadly. We done the watch-along for South Africa, 3 watch-alongs, and he played in every game. And RIP, rest in peace to Adams. And sad news, of course. You never know what's going through someone's head. We're in Stores again with another midfielder, Peaky Boo FC. There we go again. Exactly, Nicky. That's what I said on Stretford Post. Absolutely. Exactly, Sal. We are united. We have standards, but again, we are walking in the right direction. Walking, yeah, whilst others are sprinting, isn't it, Mark? And that's why you'll take it seems like you're taking 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Look, guys, I want nothing more, right, than to come onto this stream and to be positive and to be giddy and to be arrogant and to be smug and talk about other teams and stuff like that, guys. But we are where we are, guys. We are where we are. This unfortunate. We're underway, guys, in this game. Big up everyone who's joined me today. Hope you're all doing well. Big up everyone. Hello, Sniper Man. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if this is a popular opinion, but I really dislike Luckhurst. I believe, Sniper Man, that everyone needs to unfollow Samuel Luckhurst. Every one of Man United fans, every single Man United fan needs to unfollow Samuel Luckhurst. The guy's a fraud. The guy is against Man United. He don't love Man United. He hates Man United. And you know what? He's always spreading disgusting rumors. If not, he's leaking things to the media and the press. Absolutely, Sniper Man. I don't like him either. I don't know anyone who does. Probably only people who don't support Man United, because he hides behind this thing that, you know what, he supports Man United when he obviously doesn't, and stuff, you know, because he's a Manchester correspondent. Big up, Gregory. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Spain against France should be a good one. Hi, Sal. Big up, Richard. How you doing, my good man? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Gregory, France versus Spain prediction. Can I just say something, Greg? I'm going to sound like a villain here, Greg, but I'm going to say 1-0. 1-0 to Spain. I'm going to say 1-0 to Spain, guys. Yeah, I've said it. There you go. I say 1-0 to Spain. That's what I'm going for. 1-0 to Spain in this first semi-final. Yeah, absolutely. Look, you may have heard that Argentina again have got a favoured referee tomorrow. The referee that always referees Lionel Messi games. You know, I think every single person needs to unfollow Samuel Luckhurst. Every single Man United fan, indeed every single person in football needs to unfollow Samuel Luckhurst. 4-1 France. Whoa. Yeah. Did you know Spain beat France 5-1 not long ago? Ooh, remember that? Yeah, I think it's a Nations League. Gregory, 1-0 to Spain. Yes, 1-0 to Spain. That's what I'm going for. I mean, I know I sound a little bit boring there with a 1-0 scoreline. I've gone high in most of this tournament, to be honest. I've gone higher in most of them, but yeah, I'm going for 1-0. Yeah, big up, my bro. Yeah, I only follow you for transfer news. I can't do slow sports news, and ESPN out there barely covers it. Big up, Marky. You're a legend, mate. Thank you, mate. Richard, Mbappe hat-trick. That'd be amazing. It's got a hat-trick in the World Cup final, isn't it? He calls himself a Man United reporter, and he waffles articles and makes posts about Man United players and regards Casemiro and Ronaldo about how bad they are in big stages. He's a horrible influence within Man United, Sniper Man. He's a disgusting reporter. He's the kind of reporter that England have been calling out. Tuchel called that the kind of report. Let me just give you an example of these reporters, right? England have just beaten Norway. Very difficult game, as we know. Norway beat Brazil 2-0 very comfortably. So we know that Norway are a very good team. The first thing that the reporter would do is say something negative to Bellingham. That's what he did. He didn't bring anything positive to the thing. He just tried to stir up problems. And a lot of these British English, as an Englishman, I'll tell you, a lot of these British English journalists are more intent on causing disharmony rather than causing unity. Now, Luckhurst is a Manchester correspondent, Manchester Evening News. So, you know, and he's disgusting. You know, he's disgusting. And every single time that he opens his mouth about Man United, it just doubles down on the evidence that he has no interest in what Man United are and who Man United are. He has no interest in that. And I would say that he needs every single man, like I said, every single Man United fan needs to put the lid on it and needs to unfollow him. I agree. 2-1 to Spain. Something like that. Something like that. It might be like that. I mean, if I had a magic ball, I would tell you guys. 4-2 to France would be lovely. Be a good game. I've had 4-3 today. Someone said 4-3 to France. How you doing, Dino? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Dino Morris, good to see you, brother. Hope everything is blessed of you on this fine Wednesday, Tuesday afternoon. Not Wednesday yet. A little bit shaky about the game tomorrow. A little bit nervous. Like, guys, you know what I would say about England and Argentina right now? We did beat Argentina in 2002 in the group stage, 1-0, courtesy of a Beckham penalty. This, though, this is the revenge for 1998. This is for the mannequins, you know, and this is for all that abuse on David Beckham. This is the revenge. I don't think Argentina are the problem, though. I don't think Argentina are the biggest problem for England. I think it's the referee. I'll be honest. When I think about that, I just think about the referee doing penalty, what? And we'd be like, what? Every time I think about this game, very important that England look after themselves and their biggest battle be against themselves and the referee, and don't do anything. Don't give them a chance, in my opinion. The rest of the game is Argentina. Then France will lose this game. France and Spain will beat Argentina. I'm saying it now. France and Spain will beat Argentina. If Argentina get through England, I've got a feeling that England. You know, the one thing about it though, with England and Tuchel, if you watch the Champions League final and the Champions League in general, when Chelsea won the Champions League, if you remember, Tuchel's playing exactly the same way, getting results out of nothing, scumbagging results and getting results. And as we know in this tournament, it's all about it's a results business, isn't it? You know. Like Dr. Congo versus Portugal, he said Ronaldo was a write-off in the World Cup and he was never a success after returning to Man United. He don't like Ronaldo for some reason. He likes Marcus Rashford, doesn't he? I like Harry Kane called out the British media for trying to slow the vision. It's been going on for years, Marcus. It's almost like they don't want us to be successful, you know. I'm tired of it. I'm getting told, why do I support England and things like that when I'm English? What do you want me to do? You know, I've had it all my life. I was raised in a school in London where everyone supported Holland and things like that, and it never made any sense to me and that. And, you know, we're always against our home national team, and we always put pressure on our national team. And this is what we have to deal with. You know, the pressure gets too much. Now, we've been fairly relaxed. One of the reasons is because, you know, the pressure's been off England. I said at the beginning of the tournament, England have a chance to win the World Cup. I said it. And the teams that I said will have a chance are there right now. And I will say that our journalists don't do us any favours. And I would urge England and Tuchel to use it as ammunition. And that's it. And just try and add fuel to the fire. Here come France. Oh, Trimini, he gave away the ball there. Was it Kunde? He gave away the ball there. Sniper Man. And then he called out Casemiro's performance one game in the World Cup before the end of the first half, and then Casemiro scored a goal in the next half, and he didn't apologise a bit, Sniper Man. Casemiro was better than Declan Rice last season. Casemiro was one of the main stand-up midfielders in the Premier League. Dino, really struggling today, but all good. Hope you're well. It's good to see you, Dean. Don't worry about it, brother. We're all in it together. I hope you're well, my friend. You're good, my bro. You're good. We're in it together, man. Look. Oh, that was a foul. And Rabiot fouled Omo there. It's good to see you, though, Dino. I mean, you know, I hope you cheer up. Hopefully, we can have a chat and we can just cheer up and things like that and everything like that. Hopefully, I am in Italy at the moment, guys. I'm in Napoli. You can't give it. Dino, lessons in the struggle, my good man. Lessons in the struggle. Keep going. Keep fighting. You've got this. You are in control of yourself. Tell yourself that you are in control of your feelings. You are in control. You are in control. Tell yourself that every single time, whether you feel pain, whether you feel anger, you are in control of your emotions. I am in control of you. Your spirit is in control of your body. Let me tell you that right now. It works. Tell yourself every single time. That's what I do. Anyway, Sal, is it true that we will take a pause after Tillman's transfer talk? Yeah, Sam reported that he's not a good source, but sometimes you've got to think about it. Man United are looking for one more midfielder. That's all I know. Whoever that is, we'll have to wait and see. Free kick to Spain. I'm going for Kone. I want Kone. Market, yeah, I don't like Argentina. Remember when Enzo was writing, singing songs about African people? Can I just tell you that, guys, that the last African player to play for Argentina was in 1925. 40% of the population in Argentina is of African Caribbean descent. They're black, and they don't play for Argentina. No, there's been none. The last one was 1925, 26, and that's been the end. So make of that what you will. And people support them. Free kick straight at the wall from Spain. Here comes Spain again. Good little cross there. Good little chip cross. And those are the dangerous ones, isn't it? Always getting the cross in the ball. And there you go. It's a throw into Spain. Fabian Ruiz wins the throw in. You're welcome, Dean, anytime, my man. It's good to see you, man. Yeah, just don't give in, man. Just don't give in. You know what I mean? Don't give in. Look, let me tell you something about me. I worked in a hospital for 6 years. I've seen some horrible things, you know, and it made me really appreciate everything. I know it's easy to say, you know, everyone feels a certain way. Everyone feels their own way about things, you know, and you can't change the way you feel. Unfortunately, whether you're a millionaire or you're broke or your, you know, relationship or marriage, it's always, you know, it's always, you know, your own personal issue going on and stuff like that. But try and be in control. Try and be in control and balance it out. You know what I mean? And do what you like, man. Do what you like and be happy. And that's what I would say, absolutely. Cyberman, do you know 8 Belgian players who played for Man United? I can only name 4. Can you? Januzaj, Lukaku, Fellaini, Tillmans now. 8 has there been? Lordy, the blood fire. 8. I didn't even know there was 8. There was another one there. I said Januzaj. Are you sure it's 8? Yeah, so Januzaj, Lukaku, got a Fellaini, Tillmans now because it's a 4. Lamans 5. Wait, let me get the last 3. That's 5. Let me get the last 3. If I can get the last 3, I'm trying to think. There was one that I can't remember his name, but there was a youngster at Man United that was pretty good. There was a youngster that was pretty good. Can't remember his name though for the life of me. Dino, I'm trying the voice in my head telling me I'm a failure. You're not a failure, mate. You're not a failure. How can you fail when you know this world is full of what it's full of? You can't fail. No one gives you an opportunity in life. You know what I mean? Let me tell you that right now. No one has failed. You're here, mate. You're here. You're breathing. You're living. You know, you're here. You survive. You know, you're here with me talking about football, you know what I mean, and enjoying life at the end of the day, trying to, and you know, and that's what it is. You're strong, mate. We got Andy Mitten tweeted if you know all 8, we need to touch grass. I've named 5 so far. I need to think about it, but I've got my eyes on the game at the moment. I've named 5, you know, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna think there was one young Belgian player, you know, who I forgot his name, a very young one. Trying to think. I'm trying to think his name. So there was a defender. So I've said so far Lukaku, Januzaj. I'm not going to even cheat because I know I can get this. Lukaku, Januzaj, Fellaini, Lamans, Tillmans. I can't remember his name. Is it? It starts with a V. Vermage or something like that. Vermage. Like Mateus Vermage or something like that. Mateus Vermage, it was like they didn't play for Man United, but it was years ago. But the time we won the league, the time when no, sorry, not the time we won the league, is when David Moyes joined the football club and he played. His name was Manic or something, Vermage. The other one. Yeah, we had not Delict. It sounds like Delict. We had a couple of defenders there. Richie Delict. We had Richie Delict. That's 7, right? You know, and that's 7. And a player called Remzani. Ramzan. I don't know if he was Belgian, but he was similar. I think it was French or Belgium. Yeah. And I think there was another guy called Ngulula, but I think he was half Belgian. Oh, here come France. Big chance for France. Oh, the goalkeeper, no man's land there. Here we go. Mbappe, cross comes in. Goodness me. I think I've got most of them, but I just need to like be refreshed. I don't think anyone could do that off the cuff like I had those stuff. I've just done that off the cuff, guys. Yeah, I mentioned Januzaj, Bobby. Um, Also, do you think about the narrative which is being pushed these days that almost all teams in Europe have African in their teams and no original talent? I think racism is bad. Racism still goes on, my good man, sniper man. Unfortunately, we can't get away from it, mate. Unfortunately, look. I'm from a mixed background, as you know. Um, I see it from all angles and stuff like that, and I think it does still go on. It does, in particular, it goes on with a lot of people, man. They're just it's crazy. I remember him. Yeah, I remember Vermage quite well because I remember man. I was quite excited about him when he signed. It was a long time ago. We had to play like Ungula. I think it was Belgium, was it? I don't know if but I think it was French or Belgium. But yeah, we have had a lot of Belgian players who came from Royal Antwerp. So we had a collaboration with Royal Antwerp, and players like Tom Cleverley, Luke Chadwick went to Royal Antwerp because we had like a co-ownership with some players and stuff like that. So we brought in a few um, players from Belgium. So we had a good connection with Belgian football. And that's when we signed a few young players back like 15, 20 years ago now. We signed a few young players from Royal Antwerp, and now we don't have that collaboration anymore. We should do more things like that, absolutely. Salesball manager, big up my brand, Bobby. I try my best. I heard of Ramzani. I think he's a cult hero of some. Yeah, he's a long time ago, man. I'm showing my age. Um, Look up at Martin Seligman, known psychologist in America of positive psychology. It helps change your mindset. Big up, Nikki. Having a barbecue holiday near Scarborough. Wow. Do they still have a football team, Scarborough? John Galler. John. Do they still have a football team, Scarborough? I know that Scarborough. I don't know where it's Scunthorpe, but Scarborough. They don't have a football team anymore. I used to see them when they used to come to East London in Leighton back in the day, back in the days when they used to have a football team. I don't know if they have a football team. Spain kicked out. It's a goal kick. Can you give a shout out to Martin for cooking? Thanks, sir. Shout out to Martin for cooking. Bless up, Martin, with his Gordon Ramsay style, with the Gordon Ramsay style cooking and stuff like that. Big up yourself. Yeah, big up the cooks, big up the chefs in the house. No problem at all, John. You're welcome. It's still 0-0 between Spain and France, guys. 18 minutes gone. France, obviously, it's kind of balanced. Conte wins a throw in here. It's kind of balanced. It's kind of, I would say, more France than I would say Spain. But Spain are in it. I would say Spain are still in it, and that's what I would say. 18 minutes gone. Spain are still in the tournament, in the game, shall I say? Of course, they're still in the tournament. Are you near Friuli? I'm in Naples. I'm in Napoli, Nikki, at the moment. I'm in Napoli in Italy. Yeah, that's why I am. I'm in Napoli in Italy. Bear me a second, guys. Yeah, Spain. No, was it? They're claiming a penalty. What's that? Penalty. Penalty. I missed it. What's going on? Is it a penalty to Spain? It is a penalty to Spain. Guys, we got a penalty for Spain here. Digne. I was singing up his praises. Scarborough, there, man, back in the days. It is a penalty to Spain. This is going to get. See, I told you 1-0 to Spain, guys, didn't I? I had this feeling about Spain today. But Spain have a penalty in the semi-final of the World Cup, guys. It is Oyarzabal going to take the penalty. He's going to take the penalty. He's saying it's soft, but he did connect there. I saw the replay. He did connect. This referee's crazy. This referee's losing it. He's like, this referee is the epitome of chaos. He's the epitome of chaos, this ref. He really is. And it's a penalty to Spain. What can happen here? It's a penalty. What's going to happen? Can they get, what's going to go on? Like, let's have a look. I'm going to watch the penalty. I'm not going to see any comments. Oyarzabal with the penalty here. Chance to make it 1-0 to Spain. Goal for Spain. 1-0 to Spain, guys. They've scored. Oyarzabal with the penalty against the run of play, some might say, but it is 1-0 to Spain. Now France have to go. Now France have to come out and France have to play. 1-0 to Spain, guys, after 22 minutes. Oyarzabal with the penalty. 1-0 there. Goodness. Yeah, 1-0 to Spain. There we go. Absolutely. 1-0. I want France to go out, but at least make it a game. I mean, as an England fan, what do I say? Who would England want in the final? You know, they're both very difficult games in their own different way. What would you want? Would you rather play Spain or would you rather play France? I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Even though Spain are winning this game, if England go through, because I'm not saying we're going to go through, I think England would more chance of beating Spain than beating France. I think France have just got so much ammunition. You're going to see that today, but I think, yeah. But they're both very, very difficult games. They're going to be both very, very difficult games. Absolutely, 100%. Yamal made it. It was a crazy tackle. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. Can't argue with that. Now France have got it all to do now. 1-0 to Spain, guys. Early on in the game, 23. We needed an early goal. We got an early goal. We needed that definitely. This referee is causing chaos again. This referee. We on a hydration break, guys. Oh goodness me. I think that's the last thing that Spain wanted. Probably they wanted to keep it going. Obviously now it gives an opportunity for. Marky, I love your enthusiasm. England go through. The football gods won't allow Argentina to cheat. I hope, mate. I hope. You know, England have been robbed so many times, a couple of times by Argentina as well. So you know, I would say that it's going to be a game that England are going to have to either. I just think there's going to be at least one decision that's going to go Argentina's way. I think. As long as FIFA don't win, then it's okay. I haven't been impressed with Argentina. They should have lost to Egypt. Egypt went nervous in the last 5 minutes. I know that the decisions went against Egypt, and it did. But Egypt were a little bit nervous as well. I don't think England should fear them. The football rest want Argentina. My message would be, if it happens, England should walk off the pitch. Because they're not going to make them win anyway. That's what they should do. So walk off the pitch. We're not dealing with this. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's crazy. You know, but What all England can do is just play well, good football and try and win the game. And let's hope they do. I'm here in my England jersey tomorrow, slapping these ungrateful colonists. Big up my friend Marky Mark. Horrible nation, mate. Try and justify it all you want. Yeah, honestly, um, very, very nasty. Yeah, arrogant, incredibly. But we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. Big game, massive game, of course, and hopefully England do the business and get to the final, and then I can worry about the final another day. But yeah, every single game now that comes along is going to be a game that is going to be a very difficult game. You know, as soon as you get to the semi-final, whoever you play, it's going to be difficult. You know, I actually feel, guys, I know this sounds crazy. If the refereeing is fair, I actually feel England would have struggled more against Switzerland. I think if Switzerland went through, I think we would have struggled more against Switzerland. The kind of team that we struggle against, to be honest. I'm going to have pizza with pineapple. Don't say that. That's disgusting, Nikki. What are you on about? Don't say that in Italy that you're going to have pizza with pineapple. That's another American invention. That one is an American invention. Pizza with pineapple, I think. Um, I'm in the home of pizza, guys. The home of pizza is not. Now the problem is that most teams have with Spain. The problem is that they're very good at keeping the ball. So if you go 1-0 down, it's very difficult. You know, it's very difficult to get the ball off them, and because they just play it around. But I like the press from France. The pressing already. That's what you got to do with against Spain. Very funny. We celebrate 250 years on July 4th. I'm minuscule compared to a lot of the other countries. You can tell I'm trying to get out of it. Big up, Marky Mark. Um, wouldn't it be funny if England win the World Cup? Or what did I say? Wouldn't it be ironic if England won the World Cup on the 250 years of independence, July the 4th? Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, if England won the World Cup in America, that would be ironic, wouldn't it? I mean, goodness me. That would be ironic. If England won the World Cup in America, that would be absolutely crazy, wouldn't it, guys? Yeah. That's a foul on Mbappe, no? That was a nasty one. He took the man out as well. Um, there's a throw into France. Yeah, these games, like the one thing about it, oh, Saliba's on the floor. Arsenal Saliba, he's on the floor, guys. Big blow for France. Their main defenders on the floor. He's just kicked the ball out. Looks a serious injury though. It looks like he's pulled his hamstring or something. Yeah, that was poor on Digne though. The foul on Spain is poor. It's a really stupid kick out from Digne. Really crazy. Great penny from Yazabal, but it was a really crazy kick out. Why did he do that? I never know. Really, really crazy kick out. Um, Not good news for an Arsenal fan, by the way. William Saliba is coming off. William Saliba looks like he's got an injury. Um, that's not good if Arsenal Saliba went down. I mean, he might miss a couple of months of the season. Who knows? They've got a couple of players there anyway, France. I think they've got a big enough squad to cope with that. Um, I think they've got a big enough squad to cope with that. Yeah, he's off. Who's coming on here? I don't think that is. Exactly, Marcus. You have to worry when you get those non-contact injuries. It could be anything. It could be a hamstring. It could be an ACL. It could be a lot of things. It could be ligament damage. Which is weeks. And if not months. Have to wait and see. Because especially in a World Cup semi-final, players don't really go down on a World Cup semi-final, do they? They just usually play on and stuff. But go to France is a substitution that has come on for France. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it was William Saliba who was injured. Commentary, so it is. So it's Maxence Lacroix, who plays for Crystal Palace. Good luck to Maxence Lacroix, who plays for Crystal Palace. He's playing in the World Cup semi-final, guys. There you go. Maxence Lacroix, who plays for Crystal Palace. He's come on for France. Big game for him. Currently playing for Crystal Palace, of course. Big achievement. Oh, that looks like a Ronaldinho curler. Straight at the goalkeeper, though. Straight at the goalkeeper. We've got 30 minutes have gone, guys. We've got 15 minutes to half time. Still 1-0 to Spain in this game. Good run for Lamine Yamal. And that's it. Lacroix is a good player, though. They've got some good players in the squad, definitely. The thing about England is that England are doing it with depleted. I want the third midfielder that is able to score goals. We need you know what we need? We need that beast in midfield. We're a little bit lightweight at the moment. I'll say we need that guy who's going to be in the middle of that park and and just dominate the game. Someone like a Kone, someone like a Alex Scott, someone like that. We need that beast, definitely. Tillmans can get a goal. I do like that some of my friends that don't travel have been meeting different cultures. Hopefully, this World Cup can open some of the minds of Americans. I hope so as well. They'll forget it, though, in a few years. They did have a World Cup before, and they forgot about it. But it's hard, It's hard, People have tried. By the way, Digna should have had a better space awareness. Yes, I agree with Yamal kicking out. It was crazy. Stupid tackle. Kicking out like that, absolutely careless. Started Theo Hernandez instead. We need another beast. We need another reliable centre back. There's obviously rumours about Licha Martinez leaving Man United, which would be crazy. Big up Dylan. Spain is in control. A team always beats individuals. I would say the worst thing you can do, Dylan, because France started well, the worst thing you can do is concede first against Spain. Because then they'll keep the ball. And they're very good at doing that. It's a difficult game for both teams. I mean, yeah. But my team, all my 4 teams that I said would get to the semi-final have got to the semi-final. They've all got to the semi-final. You never know what happens on the day in the final. The final's different. Tuchel's done it before as well. Tuchel's done some madness in Champions League and that, He's done it against Pep Guardiola, didn't he? Man City and stuff. He's come Spain again, chance. Oh, that's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, he was not composed there. It was offside in the end. It was offside in the end. Yeah, that was offside. Yeah, he's way offside. I have no faith in a De Ligt injury and guarantee Lissandro is going to come back and get injured in a few weeks. I agree, Marcus. I said it for a while. We need to play Aiden Heaven and then the Euro together consistently. That's what we need to do. We need to play them consistently together because I think that's the future of Man United's defence. We can get backups. We've got backups. We've got Mazraoui. We've got Harry Maguire. We've even got Kukunki in that coming through. We need to play Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven together. Trust me. And play it consistently every game. And you're going to see how great it is. I saw them information about Licha Martinez, and Chloe chose to consider it as a misinformation for my personal sanity. Yeah, just have to wait and see. It's too early to say. Wait till he gets back to the World Cup. Do you think it's an idea to get a couple of free transfers to add to squad if it's good for the squad? Otherwise, it's just going to get in the way of FFP and PSR and the wages restrictions and stuff like that. It has to be the right player. We missed out on a couple of very good free transfers. Senesi was one of them. It has to be the right player. We just need to spend some bloody money, Nikki. That's what we need to do. 5 more players, and that'll be it. Marky, that's why I love this channel and this community. We are all human beings and need to treat each other with love and compassion. But here we are all too stuck in our own world. Exactly, man. Not on this channel, man. Not on this channel, Marky Mark. We talk, at the end of the day. That's how we are. Shot over the bar from Bacola of France. Would I take Bawadi and Zico Sal? Yes, I would. Equally, yes, I would. But we're not going to. I would take Bawadi, yes. I don't think we're going to take. Oh, no, I don't think we're going to. I don't think we're going to take them. That's the whole thing about it, isn't it? I don't think we're going to take them. Spain with Cucurella. Passes out outright. Fabian Ruiz. Omo's got it in the number 10 position. Spain have started to play some good stuff now since they've been 1-0 up, shot way over the bar on Porro. Thank you, Gregory. You're a legend. Thank you so much for your kindness and your generosity and your sweet words. They're very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, the goalkeeper's giving it away here to Spain again. This goalkeeper's having a mare. Here we go. Chance for Spain, nearly 2-0. Almost. It's a good tackle from Bacano. Big up, Jersey. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. It was almost 2-0, guys. Almost. Sloppy from France, man. Really, really sloppy from France. The French have been completely outplayed here today. Just a bit outside, yeah. It's been completely outplayed. I might change my mind about if, by the way, if England get through against Argentina, I might want France instead. City are in for Barreira. Yeah, they're going to pay the money for him. Another good player. They need to put Manny Kone back on jersey. There you go. I heard we're back in for 2 minutes or just in your spin. It's Andy Mitten said that. Andy Mitten, of course, who not really reliable when it comes to Man United news. He is connected to a few people there, but when it comes to transfer news, I don't think he's really reliable. The deal for Tchouaméni's never been off until he signs his new contract. I personally believe he's going to sign a new contract with Real Madrid as we speak. I think he's been persuaded by Jose Mourinho to stay, and I think he will stay. Yeah. If not, we need to go after like Manu Kone or something like that. Spain came out of the refreshment break and improved movement. Yeah, this is the problem with the refreshment break, isn't it? It ruins the momentum of the game. It swerves it from one end to the other. It's like half time. It's like a 4 half-time breaks, isn't it? Yeah, 2 half-time breaks within half-time break. The old guy, Webby O'Neill, is over the moon with the sign. You're signing the words, not mine. He also suggested the Labour should be the third signing. This old guy, I don't know if he's got early sign dementia. O'Neill, I know you mentioned, not Webby, but O'Neill. I know you're mentioning O'Neill's an absolute Linios rimmer, Marcus, and I'm calling him out for that. He's a rimmer, a big time rimmer. And if he thinks Balab's going to solve our problem, he's obviously not watching football. He's a clown, mate. Absolute clown. These people are dangerous. I'll be honest with you. These people are dangerous. Really dangerous the way they talk. Honestly. They are. Clearance there from France. One back from France. Bad clearance from the keeper. I haven't seen Mbappe on the ball as much as he should be. Having said that, here we go. And it's offside. So in that case, Marcus, shouldn't he play one more season at Brighton to check if he really is that guy? You know, shouldn't he check it? Shouldn't it check? Guys, am I muting, guys? John Gallagher said I'm muting. Am I muting, guys? Or am I lagging? What is it? Am I muting or am I lagging? Belabor is the last player you want. Let me know, guys, if I'm lagging a little bit. I'll sort it out. As long as you can hear me. I believe that wire goal is lucky. I just hope it holds. So freaky it was. Never seen such. Yeah, it's just life, isn't it? Shouldn't kick out the wire then, should he? Big up, Marcus. Cool. Thanks, man. Cool. Thanks, Bobby. Sorry, it's just you, John. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect because I've actually got the game in front of me. I've got loads of windows open. I've got to close some windows. Loads of info and stuff. Big up, Marcus. So yeah. Man, big up, my friend. Hope we're doing well each and every time. Germany's agent used to us to get a new contract. Real Madrid fans to try telling us for weeks. I said it. Actually, I don't think it was though, man. I think he was willing to leave. I think Jose Mourinho persuaded him to stay. He didn't want to stay at Real Madrid with Valverde. They don't like each other. He was going to leave. He just didn't want to pay the money. Simple as that, man. We didn't want to pay the money. He would have left. He would have had a good chance, but we didn't fight hard enough for him. He probably would have come. He probably would have come. They don't like each other, Valverde. I hear you. So, what do you mean reverb? Maybe that might be, but maybe that might be a little bit better. Is Angelo still a more defensive minded? Does he have legs? Oh, the audio has a tremble. Is it a little bit better now, Gregory? Is it better now? Thank you so much, Greg. Yeah, let me put this. Sorry. I had to mute that one. Let me just see. Probably because of that. Thank you, Greg. This referee's getting on my nerves, though. He keeps picking up the ball, taking it on, getting involved too much. France lose the ball against a free kick to France. Marky, like usual, we are used to bet for a payday. We used a Marky signing. Ineos needs 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 window. We need a left back, a right back. Look at Tottenham, 17th last season, and more ambitious than us. Factually, mate. Factually. I can't lie. Thank you so much, Greg. I can't lie, Marky Mark. Look at their midfield. It's better than ours, but if I speak, I will be in trouble. If I speak, I'll be in trouble. If I speak about it, I'll be in trouble. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I'll be in bigger trouble. Here comes Spain. Still 1-0 to Spain. I knew it'd be 1-0. Guys, if I get this right, goodness me. Rabiot. Koundé on the right for France. Taking on his man. Taking on Cucurella. Well tracking back there from Spain. Nice play. Nice work. Team ethic. Team ethic is Spain, isn't it? It's a team. I watched, guys, France before the World Cup. You guys may remember we done a watch-along for France against the Ivory Coast. And Ivory Coast won the game away against France, and it was a strong French lineup as well, similar to this one. And I said, oh, France don't look that good, but they're beatable, you know. Mandem, I've heard things that Man United are not in for him because they're not happy with the way he performed last season. He's got a PR team. He's got a few people just continuously mention his name, squeezing his name into every conversation. It's almost like they're being paid. You know what I mean? Allegedly, it's like every single time we talk about the labor and stuff like that. It's talk about signings and stuff. It's always like the labor always seems to come into the conversation, and that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? He always seems to come into the conversation for some reason. I don't know why, but it's almost like they're someone's telling them. Always, I don't know. I know that he has a lot of fans for some reason. I mean, the guy was atrocious last season. He needs one more season. He needs one more season at Brighton, in my opinion, before we can make a decision. It's just the way it is. We can't risk things, guys. We can't risk things. We can't just say risk it. You know what I mean? We can't do that. You know what I mean? We're nearly our time, guys. We've got about 6 minutes of injury time because of this hydration break, of course. About 6 minutes of injury time in this game. In this half, should I say. France need to step it up. I mean, obviously, it's very difficult against Spain. You go 1-0 down against Spain, it's very difficult. You've got to generally score first against Spain if you're going to get anything from the game. Cross comes in. Good cross that was. It was almost on the head. I think it was Mbappe. Mbappe almost got in the end of that one. Good play from France there. It was a great cross. Get those crosses in. That's what you got to do. You got to get those crosses in. Here come France again on the outside. Chance. It was a great time to score from them. And it's cleared away again. And it's a free kick. Elise looking nervy today. Semi-final, it's always going to be difficult, isn't it? It's always going to be a nervy occasion when you're in the semi-final of a World Cup. His first semi-final of a World Cup, of course. It's always going to be difficult, definitely. But I'm sure he'll settle into the game in the second half. I think France will get better as the game goes on. But I did predict 1-0 to Spain. I did say that. I did say 1-0 to Spain. And at this moment in time, I can see it being 1-0 to Spain. It's a difficult. They won what? Didn't they? What they won 2-1 against Belgium, didn't they? They won 2-1 against Belgium. Yeah. Yeah. Big up everyone in the stream. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. I appreciate everyone. Thanks, guys. Greg, United came into the window with an impossible task of needing 11 players, worlds away, of course, still with no strikers acquired, 2 players. Man United can't even do 5 at the moment. It's a joke, and we've got a couple of very underwhelming signings, Greg. Very underwhelming signings, in my opinion. And of course, Andre Santos excites me a little bit that what he can become, but that's if in it. It's like trust me territory, in it. Trust me, bruv, sort of territory. I would say. Here's Chouameni on the ball. Kept the ball well. Out here to Bacola. Back to Chouameni. Yeah, big up everyone. Big up everyone in the stream. Don't forget to smash those likes, guys. Subscribe if you're new. That'd be great. Mandem, Olise has been playing so deep today, which is making him ineffective when the team is attacked. Might be Deschamps' distractions. Could be. Maybe he's trying to add a body into that midfield because obviously Spain in the midfield, when they keep the ball, it's very difficult to keep the ball, isn't it? Definitely. We've got two minutes to half time, guys. Great little 1-2 here with Spain, with France, but he lost the ball again. He's lost the ball again, and Spain could counter here. I actually think Thomas Tuchel is a very underrated manager. I think he knows what he's doing. I think everything about Thomas Tuchel during this tournament, he knows exactly what he's doing. I know it's unorthodox at times, but I actually think he's very smart. I think he's very smart, and I think some of the games and all that, I think these are mind games. I think it's like set up. Yeah, guys, 1 minute to halftime. The throw into France, is it? Lots of arguing going on there. It's getting a little bit edgy now. It's getting a little bit aggressive now between France and Spain here in the semi-final of the World Cup, guys. Thank you everyone who's joined me today. Really appreciate you. Don't forget to smash the like, guys, on that in the video if you can, and subscribe if you're new. Here come France. France, one opportunity before halftime. Maybe no. It's straight at the first man into a throw-in for France. Digne will take the throw-in. Digne conceded the penalty early on, 22 minutes around that time. Really reckless kick out at Lamine Yamal. Blatant penalty, but so careless from Digne, especially a player of his experience. You don't expect that of a player of his experience. Of course you don't, so yeah, very strange. Half time here, guys. Half time. Half time. It's Spain 1, France 0 in the first half of this World Cup semi-final. Courtesy of a penalty from Oyarzabal. The penalty was given away from Digne against Lamine Yamal, and it's 1-0 and fully deserved at this moment. 1-0 to Spain. So what amazes me is how people are now suddenly Santos and Tillman's experts. They act as if all would have wanted such a window at the end of the season. They're trying to justify themselves because they're Ineos bootlickers. It's as simple as that. You know what it's called? Saving face. So they're basically, everything they do, they're going to elevate it and promote it. But time will tell at the end of the day if these are good signings or not. Do you know what I mean? And that's all we could say. I know what we would have wanted. I know that nobody was mentioning. I mean, I mentioned Andre Santos 3 months ago, but anyway, nobody was mentioning Tillman. Definitely not. They would be lying. United still has the ability to make this a decent window by acquiring defensive like Durhal and right back. You can tell one. I mean, there's a lot to do, mate. I think we got Lenny Yoro and we got Aiden Heaven. I think that's enough. I think we got Harry Maguire and we got Mazraoui can play there as well. Maybe one backup defender, experienced one, but that's about it. I think we'll be all right. This game is boring. Hi, South Spain looking good. They are looking good. They're always good. Once they take the lead, the thing with Spain, right, if you let them take the lead, if you let them score first, you're going to find it very difficult to get back into the game. This is because they do keep the ball very, very well. This is the thing. So if you let them score, you're going to have a struggle getting back into this game, guys. You're going to have a struggle getting back into this game. So you have to score first, in my opinion. You definitely do. Against Spain, absolutely. Or try and keep a clean sheet. That's all you have to do. Cape Verde did it. Cape Verde did it. They managed to do that. They managed to keep a clean sheet. They managed to keep a clean sheet. Cape Verde kept a clean sheet against Spain. They knew maybe it might be an idea to look at Cape Verde the way they played against Spain. Maybe just look at that. Really, really good defensive display. And then when it comes to a period in the game, then maybe you can come out your shell a little bit and try and attack when the team's a little bit tired. Do you know what I mean? In regards to that. But England have got to be very, very, obviously I'm not thinking about the final, but if England do play Spain, whoever plays Spain, you've got to be very smart with your substitutions, I think, and stuff, and try and keep pace and energy up for the second half. Just keep it tight. And then in the second half, bring some pace and energy up. Man for man, I don't think this Spain team is incredible. But as we said, it's not individuals that win you titles. It's teams that win titles. It's teams that win you trophies. Do you know what I mean? I would say 100%. So, yeah, look, it's anyway. But it's still anyone's game. It's only 1-0. It's only 1-0, guys. You never know what can happen, do you? You never know when it's 1-0 what can happen, guys. Absolutely not. You never know. Let me just see this. Mainu needs to play against Spain as he can control the midfield style. I agree with you. Yeah, he's the only one with the technical ability, Richard. He played against Spain last time, though, didn't he? A couple of years ago in the final. Yeah, I think you do need players like Kobe Mainu. Yeah, I think players like Kobe Mainu is something we don't have. I think Declan Rice, I said it before, Declan Rice and Anderson are too similar. I don't know if Declan Rice is fit. Apparently, Declan Rice is fit. Is Declan Rice just saying he's fit just for the sake of saying he's fit so he can play? You know, is that the case? You know, I don't know. I think we got to play the right team. Otherwise, you know, we got to make sure that we're good for 95 minutes plus. We're good. You know, we got to make sure. Mandem, the board doesn't really want to spend the money, which makes it difficult even for us to mention the profiles we'd like to see at our club. The window is just a wait and see what they decide to do. Look, guys, I'm going to judge them at the moment. People are saying this, and guys, let me just say this. Let me repeat myself right about this. I couldn't believe what I read today. Someone said today on one of my comments on Twitter, they said this is an 8 out of 10 window so far, Mandem. Can you make that? Can you make that up? Can anyone make that up? Are these people well? Are they well in their head? I don't think they are. I really don't think they're quite well in the head. I really don't. They're going on like an 8 out of 10 window. The problem seems to have been solved in relation to the muting. Thank you, my friend. Big up, John. I think I solved it. I think I knew what the problem is. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I think I solved it, so it's all good. Thanks. You can't control the lagging too much. Obviously, I'm watching the game at the same time on the same screen. So obviously, yeah, I'm looking at the Wi-Fi and everything like that. But yeah, guys, some of the opinions I'm seeing, guys, I mean, I honestly think some of these people need help. I think they've been completely brainwashed. I really do. I think they've been completely brainwashed, and I think they're completely out of touch with what it takes to be a successful football team. And that's what I would say about that. You know, say the same. Big up, Michael. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Everyone is good, guys. Still 1-0 to Spain at half-time. I'll be back. Cheers, everyone. Hope you're well. Big up. The Iberian Peninsula were one country Cristiano would have won the past 4 World Cups, going for a 5th consecutive this weekend. If United sign a proper number 6, left back, left winger, and a right back, let's not forget Richard, backup striker, then maybe will be 6 out of 10 window. We got a lot of work to do, mate. Right now, you can say it's a 3 out of 4, 10 window. Right now, maybe a 3. We only got a couple in because we've obviously lost Casemiro. Casemiro hasn't been replaced yet. This is the thing, isn't it? Casemiro hasn't been replaced yet. I'm not having this. We've replaced him. If we've replaced him, then we're in serious trouble, guys. If we've replaced Casemiro, we're in serious trouble. Because I don't think we've replaced him yet. I don't. Personally. Get ready for the second half. Massive half for France. At this moment in time, it is Spain going to the World Cup final. So, in your opinion, was it a penalty for Spain? Yes, 100% it was a penalty for Spain. Clumsy from Digne, very clumsy. Are you doing a Wrexham watch-along on Saturday, Sal? I might do, I might not, because I'm away. So, I'm going to try. Keep the notifications on, Rich, and we'll see how it goes. I'll set up the thumbnail and everything like that. I just need to confirm if I'm going to be able to do it. You know what I mean? Saturday's a bit difficult. I usually read outrageous bullshit on X, and most of I don't even mention here. Out of respect for the channel, people are deluded and have drunk the Glinios Kool-Aid, making them believe they are good. They're absolute. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Overall, the overriding reason why they're like this, can I tell you? It's ego. It's ego. It's because they don't want to admit they're wrong about them. So everything they bring in, like, guys, I'm not even joking. We could sign Eric Dyer, and they will try and make a way to justify the signing. Oh, smart move for Ineos. Oh, very clever for Ineos. Oh, what a move for Ineos. Guys, come on. You know, it's I have to be honest. You know what I mean? I have to be honest. I have to be honest. We are not replacing Casemiro. There is no one left available in the transfer window. Casemiro is going to be multiple players trying to fill the void following the summer. Well, Kone would be a good signing. You know, he would definitely be a good signing for Man United. Maybe an Andrew Stiller. He's still around. He'd be a good signing, wouldn't he? Definitely. There are players out there if you want to find them. But we don't want to do that. Kone's there. He's good enough. You know, and we're not buying him at the moment. Alex Scott is there, Gregory. Alex Scott, who steered Bournemouth into the Europa League places, you know, almost single-handedly. Alex Scott is another one. Alex Scott is brilliant. He's so under the radar, so underrated. He reminds me of Michael Carrick. You know, United signing Kone instead of would make me very happy. So I think it'll make a lot of people happy. Michael, are you doing live watch-alongs for the match? Yes, I am, Michael. I am. Keep it posted. Keep it on. I am, yes. I always do. I always do. Of course, we've got Wrexham. We may see a debut for Andre Santos and Tillmans. I don't think Tillmans will play. I think Tillmans is on holiday. I think Andre Santos has a chance to play. I think Andre Santos has a chance to play, but I don't think Tillmans will be in the squad. No, I think it'll be Andre Santos, and that will be it. I think definitely. But all these delays in this World Cup drive me mad. We're already like 3 minutes till the kickoff should have happened, and we're still waiting, guys, for the kickoff to happen. Isn't that amazing that all those hopes and aspirations before the World Cup, who's going to win the World Cup? Portugal had their hopes and aspirations and things, you know. Everyone had their hopes and aspirations. It's left with the 4 teams I said will be there at the end. Yep. France, Spain, England, Argentina. Just waiting for this second half to kick off, guys. Just going through the motions. Everything is delayed, of course, in this World Cup. You know, in your own time sort of thing. It's not like the rest of the world are waiting up in the middle of the night and stuff like that, you know. Come on, get out on the pitch. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Just saw the revenue for the World Cup is crazy. These guys are really milking this competition. They are, Mandem, yeah. They are, Mandem. They are. They are milking it. They're making a lot of money from it. I don't know, Greg. I haven't taken a deep look into it. I hope it is. If he goes through to the final, then England are gonna, you know. Got everyone in the stream. Beef Buddy, what video did you say this in? What did I say what in what? I don't know what your keyboard is. I can't understand you there. What did I say? What? I said Spain, England, and France will definitely be in the semi-final. Richard, this has been the worst World Cup and will only get worse with FIFA 64 teams next season start. Watch out for Argentina's group next World Cup, Richard. It'll be Mozambique, Papua New Guinea, Pakistan, and probably Iceland in their group. Yes, Michael, I am, yeah. Mandem, apparently most of the tickets being resold for the final is going for minimum. Minimum, you think 7K? I've heard my brother's in New York. He's saying more than that. More than that. He's selling 20K and things like that. 10K, to, ridiculous prices. Some of them are going for hundreds of thousands, mate. That's why I'm hearing about the World Cup final tickets. I mean, if England get to the final, there's going to be, I guarantee you'll get the first £1 million ticket. I guarantee you'll get the first £1 million. But if England get to the final, there'll be the first £1 million ticket. 100%. I believe so. Big everyone is joining me, the newcomers as well. Yes, Beef, I've been saying it for ages. If you tune in, Beef, I've been saying it since the beginning. Who was the idiot that messed up the transfer window when Jude came out and looked at United? Woodward, yeah, it was Woodward. We actually took him to Carrington and everything, and we said he said no, he didn't like the vibe. Same as Gareth Bale, isn't it? And same as other players that Jurgen Klopp, again, another manager that he didn't like the vibe. Could have come to Man United instead of went to Liverpool. Didn't like the way Man United conducted themselves. Kickoff's underway, guys, in the second half, by the way. Ticket scalpers in New York City are always outrageous. Richard, Trump is going to be at the final. Disgusting. He wants to lift the trophy. Imagine England lift the trophy for the first time in 60 years, and we have to have some idiot lifting the trophy with them. It's just ego, man. Imagine these players have played all these games going up to lift the World Cup, whoever team it is, right? And then they're going to have Donald Trump lifting it with them. You know what they should do? They should get that World Cup and just go wallop around his bloody big head. And then that was it. That would end it. And then he can just go away and leave us alone. Just joking. World Cup is pretty heavy, It's made of gold. Throwing for France. France got it all to do in this second half, guys. The longer it goes in this game, the more difficult it's going to get. The last thing they want to do is concede another goal, of course. It sure do the same bullshit it did when Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea won the World Cup championship last season in America, if you remember. Yeah, Mandem. And Donald Trump, Cole Palmer of England and Chelsea, went up to lift the World Cup club championship for Chelsea. And Donald Trump was trying to grab the trophy. He was trying to grab the trophy. And in the background, you see Cole Palmer looking at him like, what's this guy doing? Cole Palmer didn't know who he was. Oh, that was funny. Cole Palmer, he didn't know who he was. And then Cole Palmer was like, who's this guy lifting the trophy? What's he doing? Trump loves Kane, though. Yeah, because Harry Kane went golf with him. He was invited on a golf trip with him. Harry Kane, of course, come a long way. When I was living in Leighton, Harry Kane was playing for Leighton Orient, a small team in my back garden, basically. And no one would have thought he'd get onto the levels that he's got on. Obviously, he's a fellow Leytonstone guy like me. Signed for Leighton Orient. Nobody thought he would become the player he became. And he has. Yeah, he was invited by Donald Trump to play golf. Hopefully he had a word with Trump. Said, "Listen, come on, mate, help us win the World Cup, mate. You know what to do. You know what to do, man." Oh, that's a nasty challenge. There's a high foot from Spain. Fabian Ruiz. That was a high boot. Let me have a look. Oh, he's lucky he took his boot away there. Let me have a look. Yeah, he's lucky he took his boot away. He didn't connect though. So there's a little bit of play acting there. Play on. Spain keeping the ball pretty well in the second half so far. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen in regards to France at this moment in time, but while she's still got some players there. Free kick to... No, it's not. It's a... Lamine Yamal not happy. Here comes France. France with their big opportunity. Ah, he's just got it there. It's a lot of stop starting at the moment. Arazabal's on the floor injured. It's a lot of stop starting at the moment. Yeah, I think lots of people want Spain to win today, especially where I am. No one likes France. No one likes France where I am. Everyone wants Spain to win today. There's another chance for Spain here. Chance. I overtouched it. He overcooked it there, Lamine Yamal. He overcooked it. What will England do against Argentina tomorrow, Sal? England will win 3-0, Michael. Argentina will be too emotional. Argentina will be trying to manipulate and con the referee, but everyone's eyes are open to what has been happening, what's going on. Everyone's eyes are open to it. You know what I mean? What's happening in this World Cup and stuff like that. You know, that's one thing that can come out of this. That's one positive that can come out of this thing. 7K was actually yesterday. So yeah, they're going up day by day. 35K. They are really outrageous prices. Yeah, this is a big money maker. My brother wanted to go to a game. He couldn't go to a game in the early rounds. It's too expensive. In New York. French don't like the English. They don't like anyone, Nikki. They don't like anyone who isn't French. French pretend they don't like the English. Dives are incoming. Yeah. We got to expect a penalty for Argentina. But I think England will have a plan. I like to think that England will have a plan. England will have a way of playing. That's all I can say about that. I hope they will have a plan, you know, and stuff, and have a way of playing. Tuchel would have had them on the training ground, definitely. He would have definitely had them on the training ground, working on this game, no doubt about it. On the Argentina game, I don't think they're that great. I've said this from the beginning. I don't. The only reason they're in this is because of referees, and that's as simple as that. They would have went out to Egypt. It would have been England, Egypt. You know. Imagine playing Egypt in a World Cup semi-final, the chance to get to the final. Still 1-0 to Spain, guys, courtesy of the 22nd minute penalty from Niyazi foul on Lamine Yamal from Digne. Of course, Digne's just signed for PSG just recently, this week, I believe. France are playing a little bit better here. They're keeping the ball a lot more effectively. Nothing really going on in regards to substitutions at the moment. It'd be interesting to see what Didier Deschamps does going on. Will England make a plan to contain Messi, or is he no longer a main man? I think everyone should have a plan. They shouldn't worry too much of balls over the top. I think what England need to do, England need to dominate that midfield, and if they dominate that midfield, then they have a chance. Alvarez, I think, is a dangerous player as well. They have got some other dangerous players in there. Alvarez is a dangerous player. You know, but England have got dangerous players themselves, and that's what I would say about it. Kane's at his peak, you know. Nicky, we should look at Arsenal and suddenly stop running when they are behind us and make it look like they are fouled. Yeah. But yeah, get in the way of them and just fall down on the floor. Play the dark arts, isn't it? Chance of signing Kone Sal. Big week ahead, man. Big week ahead. I'm going to have to find out, you know, because nothing at the moment in regards to how much it's going to cost. When the World Cup finishes, we're going to know a lot more, you know. We're going to know a lot more. When the World Cup is finished, we're going to know a lot more, you know, and what's going on. We've got to put the work in, yeah. It's going to be a tough game. You know, and I think England could win that game. I think France and Spain are significantly better than Argentina. You know, and I think that England have a chance of beating Argentina. Yes, of course I do. You know, and the only thing I have a problem with is if the referees and this and that get involved in the game too much. That's the only thing. But they can't make themselves look exposed, can they? You know. Here comes Spain. Spain, neat touches there. Playing very well in this midfield here. The touches from Spain and the counterattacks are very dangerous. Cross comes in. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Final ball a little bit sus. Yeah, there is a change for France now. Barcola's coming on. Bradley Barcola's coming off. And Doué's coming on. So that's a good change, isn't it? Doué's probably, you know, arguably better. But, you know, that's a good change for France. Good squad depth. They've got very good squad depth, haven't they? I hope everything's all good, guys. Hope my stream is good. Obviously, I had a little bit of problems with the sound earlier and the lagging maybe. Sorry about that, guys. But hopefully it's all good now. I hope everything is good. Hi, Sal. What is your favourite formation at Man United? 4-4-2, John. 2 up front, 4 in midfield, two in the middle. Bob's your uncle. Can change to a 4-3-3 during the game. I've seen a lot more teams playing it, you know, during this World Cup. Here comes Spain. Spain 2-0 to Spain. It's game over now. Surely France are going to be out of this World Cup. It's 2-0 to Spain, guys. 2-0 says Nicky. I believe so. I believe Nicky when Nicky speaks. Nicky means business. There you go, guys. It's 2-0. Great little bit. Great 1-2. 2-0 to Spain. And it is Porro, the Tottenham player. Can you believe it? Another player they got who's better than ours, who plays at right back for Spurs. There you go. He scored for Spain. And it's 2-0 to Spain, guys. France 0, Spain 2. They've got it all to do now, France. All to do. It looks like it's game over for them as we speak. It looks like it's game over for France in this World Cup, unless they do something very quickly. We've got 32 minutes to go in the game. 2-0 to Spain. They look like they're going to play England or Argentina in the final of the World Cup, guys. Going to be a very, very difficult game, whoever plays Spain. The way they play football. The way they play football, it's going to be a very, yeah, look, let's have a look. They're claiming something, France. I don't know what they're claiming here. Let me have a look. Nah, nothing there. That's a goal. Fair goal, isn't it? Yeah, it's a fair goal. The only thing you can say is a free kick to Spain. That's about it, but nothing there. Yeah. Clean open, wide open now. I think they missed Saliba. As soon as Saliba went off, sort of a now in their coffin, wasn't it, to be honest with you? As soon as Saliba went off, it was like, that was it. Did you know, Sal, that England record versus Argentina, 2 wins out of 14? No. Didn't know that. They hardly played. They haven't played in 20 years. The last time they played was 2007. They haven't played for a long time. England beat them in 2002. Argentina beat England in 1998 on penalties. England 10 men. Argentina cheated their way to beating England in 1986. England beat them in 1968. I don't think that stat is correct, mate. No. Let me have a look. England have not played each other for a long time. We don't play. England don't play Argentina a lot. We haven't played them a lot. That's the thing. We've drawn against them quite a few times. England beat them 3-2. Yeah, about 20 years ago. Here comes Spain again. He's done too much. It's 3-0. He's offside. He's offside. England haven't played too many times against Argentina. Lamine Demal did say France has yet to beat Spain. Spain wins the game. He would be right. Spain against England or Argentina. Let's wait and see. It's going to be a tough game. England v Spain again. Maybe. The Euros final, wasn't it? Just offside. It was the Euros final, wasn't it? Yeah, but we ain't got Gareth Southgate this time. But get everyone in the stream, smash a like on the video, guys. 2-0 to Spain at the moment as we speak. Looks like they're going to be going to the World Cup final. Yeah, the last time England played Argentina was in 2002. England won the game in the group stage of the World Cup. Did you know? And then after that, England won again in a friendly 3-2. Wayne Rooney scored one or two goals. That happened. Other than that, obviously there was the 2-2 and the 1986 game. Other than that, England haven't really played Argentina a lot. It's been the 1970s, 60s. We beat Argentina 1-0 in the 60s. It's 1968 or something like that. Don't forget that, 1966. We beat Argentina 1-0. But yeah, I haven't played him a lot. Um, Definitely not in recent years. I think we'll be playing Mexico more than we're going to be playing Argentina. Deschamps' setup has been all over the place today. Spain's passes are cutting through their midfield and defense easily. I agree, Nandem. I think he's got it wrong. I think with the way to play against Spain, I think Cape Verde, funny enough, gave a great demonstration of how to play against Spain. Funny enough, you just need to keep tight in defense. I'm surprised today by France, to be honest with you. They completely. But Spain beat. I did say that Spain beat France 5-1 not long ago. It wasn't that long ago. You know, so they got this confidence over France, haven't they? They've got the confidence over France. Right, here comes France. If France get a goal now, guys, we've got about 26 minutes to go. If France get a goal, you never know. Corner to France. You never know. So England holds the edge in rivalry in official matches between Argentina. England have won 6, Argentina 2 in official matches. So I don't know where this analogy has come from, but yeah, England are generally ahead. It's just only recent years, obviously 1986, 1998, which were a problem. 25 minutes to go, guys. 2-0 to Spain. In this game. France, very sloppy today. I got it wrong, Greg. I said 1-0 to Spain. I said 1-0 to Spain. You said 2-1 to Spain, didn't you, Greg? So you said it right. Almost. You've still got a chance. I said 1-0 to Spain. I'll be honest. So my prediction is out the window, but I did say Spain will win. Here come France, though. France have got an opportunity hit, though. It's not the end. They've still got a while to go in this game. They've got 24 minutes to go, 23 minutes to go. If they get a goal, then obviously that's going to put the cat amongst the pigeons slightly. Definitely. Here come France. Chance, shot. Oh, just wide from Mbappe. Nearly from Mbappe. It took a deflection, didn't it? Yeah, it's a corner to France. It's a good strike from Mbappe. You've always got a chance you've got Mbappe on the pitch. Shot blocked. Cross from France. Good play. Straight at the goalkeeper. Long ball. This is dangerous. France have got lots of men up front. They're going to have to be very careful. Very, very careful. Offside. Offside. We got everyone in the stream, guys. Don't forget to smash the like on the stream. That'd be great. Of course, preparing for the game tomorrow, England and Argentina. This game has not been amazing. It's not been off your seat sort of thing. Spain have been relatively in control. Of course, very difficult to play against Spain in the best of days. Rolling around the floor. $20 minutes ago, guys. It's a hydration break now. Yeah, 1-0, 66. England have won more games than Argentina in the history in official games. England won 6, Argentina won 2 in official games. His hit was offside, not his feet, not his just leaning hit. Yeah. It's hard with offside because obviously you need to know when to cross the line, isn't it? Rajas, big up Rajas. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. England also beat Argentina 1-0 in 2002. David Beckham. I wanted Spain to win today. Big up Rajesh. It's going to be England against or Argentina against Spain by the looks of things. Hopefully England can do it. Hopefully. Finally get to a World Cup final, eh? Hopefully they can do it. Then England can prepare for the game on Sunday. One thing is Bellingham will know a lot of these players playing for Spain. You know, that's one thing. That's one thing about it. He will know a lot of these players. Definitely. We got everyone in the stream. Thank you guys for joining me today of this first semi-final. Appreciate it. Really appreciate you all. Thank you, guys. I like a Spain England final out. I like that too, Rajesh. A little bit of revenge for the Euros. That'd be great. I think England can win. Under Tuchel, I think they can. I think this is going to be a difficult game, no doubt. I think France have moments players. I think Spain will be a difficult team to beat. I think what you have to do with Spain, you have to keep it tight for a long time. And, you know, just try and nick a goal. And don't let them score first, because once they score first, it's dangerous. I've not looked at Spain this tournament and thought, wow. But they're playing well today, no doubt about it. But I think France, that's more down to France. I think France has been awful today. I think France have got it tactically wrong today, in my opinion. You know. Ryan Cherky's coming on for France. Alongside, seeing who else is coming on. France got to go for it. They got to go for it. They've got to try and attack. Elise Ndigne is coming off. Don't know if that's the right choice. Cherky and Theo Fernandez is coming on. Okay. Strange one. That is a strange one, to be honest. But Cherky, obviously, a creative spark now. They got that. They got that creative spark. Well, one back for France. Free kick. They need to get something quickly here. We got like 18 minutes to go, guys. Right, we've got about 17 minutes, 16 minutes to go in this game, guys. The Arzar's coming off. Spain looking to wrap this game up. Big up, everyone. Sal, if United's owners were not cheapskates, then this one game would be an all necessary repairs buffet to repair our club to the point of Chavi's dominance. Absolutely. Rajesh, thank you so much, my friend, for your super chat and your generosity. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, you legend. Thank you for your support, my friend. Really appreciate that. Big up, Rajesh. Big up, Rajesh. Guys. I spoke about Romano earlier on about the manager, Gasparini, who manages Roma. I already spoke about that this morning. If it's anything to do with the manager, let me just see. Deschamps is not happy at all. Let me just see this. A free kick to France. Dangerous area. They need to get something quickly. Deep cross. Out for a corner. Is that a corner? Yeah, I think I mentioned that this morning. I'm before Fabrizio Romano with that one. I don't like it, Michael. It stops the game. Jersey, damn, very bad France today. Midfield dominated by press resistance. Very poor midfield today. Very poor. It was Chouamini fit. John, hi Sal. Who has been your player of the World Cup till now? My player, Jude Bellingham. A bit of a trickery by France. France have been awful today. France have not reached the levels today. Definitely not. It's been a tough game for them today. I knew it would be. Sal, what do you think of Lamine Kamara or João Gomez? Lamine Kamara, I'm not a big fan of João Gomez. João Gomez got schooled by Mateus Fernandes last season. I did the watch along. He got absolutely schooled in that game. And we don't need players who get scored like that. You know, absolutely not. We've got around, guys, it's still 2-0 to Spain. About 12 minutes on normal time, plus obviously injury time to go in this game. Yeah, just seen it, Greg. Yeah, we got about to go. We got a little bit to go. 12 minutes to go. Spain are just, I don't know. France look a little bit leggy. They look a little bit tired today. Surprising from them. You know, just to let you know, England have travelled further distance than any other team in this World Cup. Argentina have travelled the least. Did you know that? All Argentina's games have been in the evening when they're a little bit cooler. There you go. China. Here come France. France need to do something quick, and no one in the box there. No one on the near post there. Crosses comes in, nothing from Hernandez. No, look up. You need to have runners there to get the ball in. He didn't look up. Just so Spain are looking likely to go to the World Cup final as we speak. Spain are looking at the World Cup final. Where they play Argentina or England in the final of the World Cup. Argentina have been playing in Miami and Atlanta most games. Messi lives in Miami. Exactly, Greg. There's lots of stuff out there about how easy it's been on them. It's mad. England have travelled the most distance, including Mexico. It's not unlikely, Michael. It's impossible. 1-1. Soon as Spain have 2 goals, mate. It's impossible now. Deschamps is not too happy, is he? They've won a couple of World Cups recently. They won the 98 World Cup and they won the 2018 World Cup. They're happy, man. They've been down there, but here comes France. Chance is an open goal. Oh, my goodness me. They were lucky there. I feel a good League One midfield defensive player would kill it in the Premier League. You mean like Sangare, Jersey? Miami is only host city of the World Cup. Messi is not in the stadium. Where they play at Beckham's new stadium. David Beckham obviously built the new stadium. Helped finance the new stadium, should I say? 9 minutes to go, guys. Spain player on the floor as they do. France is starting to attack now. Better from France. That's a corner. Is it? Yeah, it's a corner. Obviously, the Spain goalkeeper is going to play at. Stop the play acting, man. No play acting. Come on. Let's get on with it. Stop play acting, goalkeeper. You're not cut or anything like that. Ridiculous. Play acting from Spain. This is what I don't like about Spain, to be honest with you. The play acting. Come on, man. He put his head into his leg. My goodness me. Come on, man. Let's be real here. Let's stop clown around here, man. There's nothing on the goalkeeper's face. Look at it. Apparently, he's kicked in the face, but there's nothing on his face to suggest he's been kicked in the face. You know? Jokers. Looks like Williams is coming on for Spain. One thing you have to do with Spain, you can either get ahead and hold on to the lead, or just take it to penalties. Let Spain play around you, play very pragmatically, sort of thing. You're going to have to play pragmatic. You can't play in a, it's not a dome stadium, but it's in the night, where they're playing in the night all the time. Gregory, doesn't really make a difference. Nice, cool air. Doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. They travel the least amount of miles. They've had the easiest run. No top 10 teams in the whole of their run, by the way. None. Zero. Zilch. England had the hardest game, arguably, of the tournament, Mexico at the Azteca. And England won against Mexico at the Azteca. England played Norway, who have been a performing team of the last year. If you watch, in the whole of Europe, Norway have been performing so well. And England beat them. And you know what? There you go. Messi, then all that. They're playing Jordan, and with all due respect, man. Really, really putting easy on them. I really hope it's good. It's a good game for England tomorrow. The whole world is rooting for England, as far as I'm aware. Nice play from France, from Lacroix. Imagine being the only team that haven't played in the daytime. That's mad, isn't it? It's mad. You know, it's a play in the night. I know Miami's pretty cool in the night. Nice sea breeze. I think Mexico would have beaten Argentina in the Azteca. I think they would have beaten Argentina in the Azteca. I don't think there's many teams who went to the Azteca this tournament and won. I'll be honest. I don't think there's many teams who would have done that, what England did, with 10 men. 5 minutes to go, guys, the normal time. France are pressing, but nothing really in way of chances. You know, Messi's a fraud. Jersey is Lamine Kamara, also Morton, Fred Luck. What do you think? Yeah. Someone made a compilation of a whole hour of compilation of decisions against that benefited Argentina in this tournament. It's unbelievable when you watch it. You won't believe it. Stop wasting time. This goalkeeper's getting on my nerves, this Simon, whatever his name is. Just get up, you idiot. Stop holding your flipping ear. God's sake. You bloody absolute sad excuse. Look at you, mate. Come on. Stop trying. You're almost in the final. I hope so as well, Jersey. I hope so as well. The whole world wants it. The whole world doesn't want cheating Messi in the final again with his fake tears. So Spain 2, France 0, guys, as we are. Dominant display, really and truly. They were not, absolutely not. Well, definitely not Mexico, Norway, and Croatia. Croatia got to the 2018 World Cup final. You're playing against Modric and that. Norway, most performing team, destroyed Brazil. Mexico, Azteca. Very difficult. Very difficult. And we had the most miles. Not only that, England had to travel across. We had the most miles we had to travel as well. And we played a lot of the time in the daytime. So let's wait and see what happens tomorrow. I really hope England win. Then the final, it's going to be difficult against Spain, but that's why mountains are there to be climbed. Spain are a good team, but you're going to play a good team in the final, no doubt about it. But if England win the World Cup by beating Norway, Mexico, Croatia, Argentina, and Spain, you can't argue with England's path. No one can say that. I know Scotland are going to play it. Play it down. That's what they do. That's what losers do. Losers make excuses. That's what it is. Anyway, free kick for France. Over the bar from Mbappe. Looks like France are going home, guys. They've got a minute to go of normal time. Looks like they're going home. That's a poor free kick from Mbappe. He's been poor today. He's not been in the game at all. It looks like France are going home. Here comes Spain. If you wanna be the best, you have to play the best. Eventually, yes. When I was younger, watching Man United getting the Champions League, I never worried who we played, Greg. I never worried whether we played the best teams, the normal teams, whatever. It did not bother me because I always knew that eventually you're going to have to play these teams anyway. You're going to have to play the best anyway. So why not play them anytime? It doesn't really matter. And I always believe that if you beat good teams, you get confidence and you get a lot more belief. I think England got a lot of belief after that Argentina game. They didn't play well against Norway, but I don't think England played well. They didn't play well against Norway, but they got the job done. And the old cliche: if you win while you're playing badly, then you're a good football team. And we didn't play well against Norway, but we got the job done. And Norway are one of the good teams. Trust me. If you watch Norway's over the last year or so, great team. Chance for France? No. Corner. England have faced Semenyo, Quinones, Jimenez, Wisa, Haaland, Modric. Yeah. And now they're going to play Messi and co. And if they win that, they're going to play Lamine Yamal and co. There you go. So no one can argue about England's path and stuff. The way that Norway beat Ancelotti's Brazil was so impressive. It was so impressive. It was unbelievable. 7 minutes of injury time, guys. It was so impressive the way they beat them. And that's Ancelotti's Brazil, by the way. Really, really, really amazing performance from them. Sad they had to go home, but it's just one of them things, isn't it? It's just one of them things. All our players needed to do was believe in success and end it themselves. You don't worry. Like in football, I never worried who we played against. Never. When we won the treble, we played Bayern Munich twice. We played Juventus. We played Inter Milan. The really good Inter Milan and Bayern Munich, by the way, the best of all time. We played everyone. And didn't bother me. 2008. You put under pressure. You put under immense pressure to play against Chelsea in the final. It's big pressure, and you beat Barcelona in the semi-final. Messi's Barcelona, by the way. And this is what you got to do, innit? You got to play the best. And if someone said to you, you're going to get to the final, you're going to play Spain, I think, it's 2006, last 16, 3-1. They beat him in the nation. Yeah. They're difficult to beat, Spain, but who cares? They're not that Spain. This Spain is better. This Spain is not as good as that Spain. This Spain is not as good. I think England could beat this Spain. I really do. No, actually, that's not true. Didn't Switzerland beat Spain? Beef Bully sped in fibs today. Switzerland beat Spain in the World Cup. Didn't they? Was it Euros? No, they beat, they beat Spain. Switzerland beat Spain in the World Cup. Yeah. Liar, pants on fire. See, you see me, I'm an encyclopedia. Switzerland. Switzerland beat Spain in the World Cup in 2010, before Spain won the World Cup. Yeah, Switzerland won 1-0 in a 90-minute game. You can't beat me on this. 2010, Switzerland won, Spain 0. 90 minutes. I think it was. 90 minutes, yeah, because Spain won the World Cup, so it would have been 90 minutes in the group stage. So what did you say? Once you bid farewell to discipline, you say goodbye to success. Yeah. Here we go, Spain on the attack. Spain looking to wrap it up. We've got about 3 minutes to go. Side netting from Nico Williams. Side netting for Nico Williams. Who cares about knockout game? They lost to Spain in a night. You said in a 90-minute match, mate. You said it's the last time France was a team to beat in a 90-minute game. That's what you said, Beef Bully, and I've just corrected you, mate. You can't me. I'm an encyclopedia of football, mate. You can't beat me. Who cares? They only won one World Cup. So how do you work that one out? Since 2010, they only won one World Cup. So how have they? Contradictions, left, right, and center, Beef Bully. Stop talking shit. Hi, Sal. Do you know, spell right and talk to me properly, otherwise I won't read out any of your messages. Have you got in preseason friendlies, and will you be? Yes, I've answered that about 10 times, John. I will be. I'll be trying to. You know, Beef, shut up, mate. I'm sorry, Beef. For God's sake, you've been proven wrong. Spain lost 1-0 to Switzerland in 2010. You said in a 90-minute game, you know, a knockout game. So yeah, they've lost knockout games because a knockout game because they only won one World Cup in 2010. So what do you mean they've lost a knockout game? They've lost all knockout games, loads of knockout games. You didn't even say World Cup. Who did they lose to in the Euros? Answer your question. Who did they lose to in the World Cup? They've lost loads, mate. Just stop trying to gas things and stop talking crap, Beef. But I can't even read your spelling, mate. Go home or go to bed. Sorry, Beef. Yeah, I've proven you wrong. You said 90 minutes in your very, very poorly written tweet. And that's it, or message, whatever that language was. And it's really, I said, you did 90 minutes. I said 90 minutes, they lost 1-0 to Switzerland. I don't care what teams have done. Oh, my goodness me. You think I'm going to come out there and knock one off because what Spain have done in this game? I don't care. Who cares? We can make up narratives about every single team. England haven't lost in 90 minutes. You know? England have a knockout game. Do you know what I mean? You can say that. The last time was 2010. You can argue all the time. You know, all these crap analogies. I don't really care. It's all about the next game for me. And that's it. Mountains are there to be climbed. Wins are there to be won. 4 times as Nicky. Thank you so much, guys. France go to Spain go through to the World Cup final. Again, guys, another final for them. They have beaten France by 2-0 relatively comfortably. I would say it was very comfortable. I would argue. I don't think Spain envisioned such a comfortable game. France were tactically schooled today, Jersey. Absolutely. They are going to the World Cup final. Spain to play England or Argentina. I don't think this Spain team have played well this tournament, but you know what? It doesn't matter. They got to the final and they will play England or Argentina. And if England plays Spain, I'll be relatively confident. I'll be honest. I think they're decent. I don't think they're unbeatable. And I said that before the tournament when they drew with Iraq at home. So I would say that, yeah, let's just wait and see. But yeah, look, not gassing. This isn't the same Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets of the past. It's a very well-functioned Spain team, but I think they're beatable. I'll be honest with you. And let's see what happens. Very good team, though, in the final. You have to be. Down to Argentina and England. Whoever it is, as long as Argentina don't win the World Cup, I'll be entirely happy with that, guys. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. You know, and yeah. Away from Beef Bully with his nonsense, you you know, who look, listen, guys, this is I want you to read this from Beef Bully, right? Lift Luftkampfeier, France was a later team to beat a Sapon in the World Cup 90-minute game 2006 last 16-3-1. 90-minute game. 90-minute game. 90-minute game. To beat Sapon in the World Cup 90-minute game. There you go, mate. Sorry, mate. I've had to school you again. If England pass Argentina, they have a good chance. It's going to be a tough game. We know that. Everyone wants it now. And it's going to be a tough game, definitely. But England, one game at a time, get through, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters for me. Absolutely. Guys, thank you very much. Have a great day, great evening, great night, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sal, the Stretford Post. Have a good evening and bring on tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for the game, guys. Take it easy. Peace.